Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and doing your work nicely. Today, my dear students, as we have already completed the last chapter and we have started the new chapter, that is One World Auxiliary Languages. I have already explained you the chapter. You have written the word meanings, you have written the question answers, and most of the things we have already completed of that particular chapter. I think no problem you have faced in that chapter, because that chapter was very easy and interesting chapter. In that chapter we have just learned about that how one common language is important. Okay, if there will no common language, if everyone will speak different languages, okay, then it will be difficult for a person to understand all, because we all are not aware or we all are not knowing all kind of languages. So it will create a kind of trouble, okay, to understanding the feeling or to communicate with each other when we are using different languages. So it's very important, my dear, that we all should have one common language which helps you and me to both to understand our thoughts, feelings, and to share the things which we want to, okay, and to communicate with each other. So in the same way, okay, we have discussed this chapter, and on the basis of this we have discussed that how the 5%, because of the lack of communication, they all have started fighting for the same thing, and later on they have realized that whatever they were doing, that all was rubbish, as they all want the same thing. So this is why language is important. This is why the common language should be there between you and me, so that we can understand our feelings. In the same way, as you can see, today also we are going to move ahead on that chapter only. We are going to see that what the next is there in that chapter and what we have to learn in that chapter. Just see. First of all, little bit more we are going to discuss about this. Let's see. One world language will help the people of the world to communicate, to share with each other freely and understand each other easily. If we are having one common language between us, then we can share and we can understand, okay, our feelings, our thoughts easily and freely. We could not need to spend time, energy and resources to the master diverse language. We cannot spend much more time on the diverse, because there are so many languages are there, more than 100. So we cannot waste our whole energy and time in understanding and learning all kind of languages. Okay, we would be at the liberty to talk to anyone we wish. Okay, we will be having a freedom. Liberty here is word that means freedom. We will have a kind of freedom to talk, to communicate with anyone, with each other, when we have any common language between us. Having a common language would facilitate communication and enhance the bound of friendship, okay, across the globe. It's used to the bonding of the friendship. It's the thing which is bonding everyone throughout the world. This language is only the thing which helps us to communicate, to share our thoughts and feelings. So it's very important that we all should have that common language through which we can understand our thoughts and feelings in more effective manner. Okay, so this chapter was all through related with this only, that there should be one common language which helps the people to understand each other's thought. Likewise, you can see this is one of the poem. Okay, the heart is like a box. Our heart, okay, the heart which pumps blood, that is like a box. Okay, the language is the key. The language which we used to speak, that is a key to open that box. Come on, children, open it. Come on, children, and open that door. Okay, the heart, that door of the heart, please open it and see the gem within. You just see what are the special, what are the precious gems are there within, means inside the heart. You will find a cure for human sorrows. You will find some of the cures, some of the medicines, okay, some of the things which can cure, which can help us to cure our sorrows, our unhappiness, our sadness. The next line. Mistrust and misunderstanding will cease. Okay, mistrust and misunderstanding will cease means that the mistrust, suppose you are not trusting on me whatever I am saying, or I am not trusting on you whatever you are saying, or we are cheating each other. So in that very case, in that all should be abolished, that all should be end up. Okay, and the happiness should be there. When the people of the world will find, okay, when everyone in the world will find a world language which you will learn, okay, when everyone will find out one language, okay, which everyone will learn, then teach the world will become a better place. Then at that time the whole world will become a better place. Why? Because if we have any common language, then it will be easier, it will be effective to communicate with each other, to understand the feeling of each other. So it will definitely help you and me, okay, both. Full of unity, full of love, unity, brotherhood and peace. When an international auxiliary language will be invented, war, strife and hatred will cease. Okay, what it is saying, when any international common language, when suppose auxiliary language, when we all will develop any one common language between you and me both, okay, it will help the whole world. Okay, the world is fighting with each other, China is fighting with India, and India is fighting with China or with any other country. We all used to fight with each other, Pakistan is fighting with, like this we all used to fight with each other. Why we used to fight? Have you ever think on this? We used to fight because we all don't understand each other's language. If we start understanding each other language, if this language barrier is get over, because of which we are not able to communicate, because of which we are not able to understand, because of which we are being discriminated, if this can be end up, then we all will love in a harmonious way, we all will love with peace and love. Okay, so it's very important that there should be one auxiliary language, one common language between the countries, between the states, which helps the people to communicate in more easier manner. In the same way, this we have already done, but again I would like to tell you, the heart is like a box. Language is the key to this box. We can open the box to others people's heart by using the key of the language. We can open the box of others people. Like you want to open my heart, then you need one language through which you can communicate with me, and my heart will get open for you. Okay. Once the box open, we can see the gems that are in the box. Once the box gets open, we can see the different kinds of precious gems are there inside our heart, which says that don't hurt anyone, don't discriminate anyone, don't be a disrespectful person. Okay, always help everyone, believe in humanity. These all things we will see inside the heart. Therefore, it is very important to find or create an auxiliary world language that can enable all the people of the world to talk to each other. There are more than 1,000 different languages in the language spoken in the world today. If two people do not speak the same language, they cannot understand each other. If we wish to speak to the people of the other country and culture, we need to select or invent an auxiliary international language. Auxiliary means supplementary. Auxiliary means supplementary, means there should be one common language, or when supplementary means supplementary language, we can say a language which is another than the language which you are using. That is a supplementary, means the main language is not that. Okay, it is a supplementary, like we are having Hindi language as our main language, but in supplementary we are using English also. We used to speak in English, we used to communicate in English. Okay, but English is not our language, but still we used to do now. So there are some supplementary language which are after the main language, which helps the people to communicate with each other, to share the thought with each other. So this quotation is saying that there should be one common language, one auxiliary, one supplementary language, which can help the people to understand each other's feeling, which can help the people to communicate with each other in much nicer and much easier manner. After that it is written, auxiliary means supplementary, we have already learned. The auxiliary international language will not replace one's mother tongue. It is not like that we will start, like if we are using Hindi language, which is our mother tongue. Just giving an example, have we forgotten, now we are using English language as a supplementary or auxiliary language, we can say. So have we forgotten to speak Hindi? We are not speaking Hindi at home. We are not communicating with Hindi with our family members or with our friends or with any other one whom we used to meet. We used to do this now. So it is not like that we have learned some supplementary language, so we will going to forget that mother tongue of ours. No, it's bad also. If we are forgetting, then it's bad. We should not forget, because supplementary language cannot replace the main language, the mother tongue which you used to speak, which you used to speak from the time when you get the birth. Okay, so we should not stop speaking that language. Always communicate, okay, in that language. But some supplementary language also we should learn, through which we can communicate the worldwide, okay. But it is an aid to understand and talking to others, okay. What happened? It will add the values, okay. It will add some, if you will learn some supplementary or auxiliary language, I can say, then it will add some of the more values to you, and it will help others people also to understand your ethics, your problems, your feelings, your emotions, what you want to express, everything, okay. These are the long question answers, okay, which I have given in the last class, and this class also. If you have not written till now, you please write it down, and if you have written, please learn it, okay. What it is saying: why did the 5 men start fighting even though they all want the same thing? 5 men start fighting because they do not understand each other's language. Because of the language problem, they all have started fighting. You can see how beautifully I have written the chapter name, the chapter number, and you will mention the date also. Then the long question answer, side margin you will draw, and then you will write the question answer. Please keep these things in your mind. Please. It is not like that we are writing at home, so in any way we will write, we will make our handwriting more poor. No, it should be good. It should be maintained. Next question. Do you think it is desirable to have a universal language that everyone could follow? Why? Yes, it is desirable to have a universal language because one world language will help the people of the world to communicate with each other freely and easily. If there will be one world language, okay, it helps the people to understand, okay. The P-U-P-I-L, people is the plural form of people. P-E-O-P-L-E, the plural of that is P-U-P-I-L, okay. Please don't tell me that means where it is written people and you are saying continuously people. So P-U-P-I-L, people is in plural form. So it helps the people in the worldwide to communicate with each other. If we will have one common language, it will make the communication easier. So that's all for today, my dear. I hope you have understood the poem very nicely. What is the chapter is saying, that also you have understood, I think. The quotation also I have explained again. Question answer also I think you have written. If written, then you have to learn. If not written, then you will write and then learn. Okay. Go through the chapter nicely so that any problem in any word, anywhere you are facing, then you can come with that problem. That is all for today, my dear. If still problem, you will come with your problem in the online class. We will discuss together so that others can also understand. That is all. Thank you.